Thank you, Mr. St. James, for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Would you like to tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
Uh, R&B singer, songwriter, producer, independent. I've been in independent artist for about. I'm 53 years old, and I speak my age. Because I want to combat ageism in this industry. I think it doesn't matter how old you are. Charlie Wilson is clearly showing us how that goes. Smokey Robinson even still sing. So you're never too old to live your dream and do your music. But I like to highlight my age because I'm just proud of that fact that I've been doing this since I was 20-some years old, trying to break through in mainstream industry. It's been tough. So it took me to be independent and do my own thing for me to just, for things to start happening for me. But it's been a long time coming. So I just like to make good music, R&B music specifically, and I like to focus on helping the independent artists, the underdog artists. There's some people out there that's just as good as anybody. Maybe they just don't have they can't compete with major artists because the sound isn't competitive. Outside of that, anybody can make hit records, with the right chemistry and team.
Yeah, well, what made you choose 90s music to cover though?
My age, it's the demographic of music, our age. If you anything over 40 years old, you grew up on that Drew Hill, all that R&B, Teddy Riley, all that stuff, just the guy, all that stuff, man. And that music had substance because we had the melody, you had lyrical content, you had stability in the music, and a lot of those cats put the work in to make those records. How they didn't just do a beat and a loop and a drum track and put some sounds in it and then they call it, I'm a producer. No, these cats knew music. So, and that music made you feel something and made you kind of get to a place in your life where you could take those records and allow those records, play them, and they help you make it through some of the darkest times or some of the greatest times of your life. Today's music just don't move me like that, and I'm not biased against young people making it, but because if it's hot, it's hot. But that music really ain't moving me, bro. So I wanted to kind of go back to a place where people our age can get back to listening and enjoying the stuff that we do. I'm used to
the 80s R&B didn't move you either.
All music moves me, but 90s had a specific, just that bass line, them drums, just the melodies we use. I just love me some 90s R&B.
That's when we got the hip hop beats. Really, the street beats is with the Keith Sweat,
right?
Kelly, you know what I mean. I have to say this, man. I came across your music by someone on Facebook, right? And they sent me a friend request, and I just happened to be strolling down the page. And I came across you singing, what is it? Who Do You Love? Oh man, and I was like, wow, because you expect when you start touching records, you're gonna be like, oh, who is this trying to? But once I listened to it, I was like, this brother can blow. This brother can blow. You feel this song, man. And normally you just kind of be like, but nah, man, you did your thing on that. Why did you decide to do that particular album like that with all the remakes?
Man, just the song selection was just how it made me feel. That's how I start really trying to evaluate a record that I might want to even think about touching. Is how it makes me feel, and then I go back and say, when the last somebody even touch this record, dusted it off? Because a lot of people still make covers. You don't know who's doing it. So I do my research on YouTube and find out who covered what record that I might be wanting to do. Because if somebody like Tony Terry covering a record, I ain't about to go mess with a record Tony already did. Or I'm not gonna touch something somebody else that's maybe have a higher level of involvement in the industry or profile. I'm not gonna mess with no record they done remade. Like Avant, I ain't gonna touch Sailing after Avant did it. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. So I kind of took those songs and I went back and I said, okay, nobody touched this. I don't wanna lose your
love. Please let me make a true confession. I had never been in love before. But since you came in my direction, I've had a change of heart. Them girls, they come a dime a dozen. I fed them things they love to hear. I was never wanting for a lover, but I never knew what true love was indeed. So who, baby? Girl, I'm in love with you. Sure as the sky is blue. Just let me prove to you that my love is true. Who do you love? Who do you love? Are you for sure? Are you for sure? Who do you love? Who do you love? Let me prove my love to you. I used to be the great pretender. For the very first time, I'm for real. Girl, you got me listening to my heart now. You gotta believe how I feel. I'm ready to become the giver. Now that I realize that it's a give and take. Oh, love has broken my defenses. This time I'm not just out off of me. So tell me, who do you love? Girl, I'm in love with you. Are you for sure? Sure as the sky is blue. Who do you love? Just let me prove to you that my love is true. Who do you love? Who do you love? Are you for sure? Are you for sure? Who do you love? Who do you love? Let me prove my love to you. Girl, how do I know that you won't go? Please tell me, I don't wanna lose your love. And if it's true, I'll stay with you. Stay with you forever, baby.
With so many to pick from, who do I choose? I place a bet, but I ain't willing to lose. Cause I refuse to feel stranded. Falling out with a shorty, what had happened? So I took a glance and another chance, hoping that I'll find romance and the love of friend. So let's go and get a story that'll never end. And we'll be going in the wind, so tell me, who do you love?
Who do you love?
This, I got bangers on there. You heard the Baby Come to Me record?
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
But and you touched my Bobby Brown.
Oh, right. What's your... Yeah, I just want to
Wait
get
a
okay.
minute.
Go ahead. Go
How,
ahead.
nothing. I was on.
Okay, he
Okay.
did I. He
Well,
did
at least he could have smiled with it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
when I was smiling, when the chick in my video showed up without her stuff together.
How you
Believe me.
pronounce her name? Cena.
Who? Oh, talking about, not Sinead. That's my gentle record. Sinead. Yes, ma'am. Sinead.
I wanted to tell
So-
you she has such a beautiful voice.
Oh, thank
She
you.
really do. So
Girl, I understand that your body needs attention, and I don't wanna take away from your body's perfections by being too rough. It's not enough to just be gentle, so don't wanna make it hard, 'cause it's all way too simple. Oh, yeah.
Boy, I understand that your body needs attention, and I wanna take away all your body's aggression, but don't be too rough. I love your touch, it's soft and gentle, so don't wanna make it hard, 'cause it's all way too simple, baby.
I'll never wanna stop loving you, girl, so don't you ever stop being in my world.
I don't ever wanna stop loving you, boy, so don't you ever stop giving me joy.
I'll be gentle
Please be very gentle
when I'm loving you, when I'm loving you.
Boy, I hope you understand that your love's my addiction. By chance, if you will leave, then you'll become my addiction. I die. I won't give up. Need your touch because it's simple. So, what I love most of all is your love is so gentle, baby.
Girl, I hope you understand you're my prized possession. Just like our love, I'll keep it simple. So just come and celebrate our love. Let's not be judgmental, baby. Stop loving you. So don't you ever stop being in my world.
I don't ever wanna stop loving you, boy. So don't you ever stop giving me joy.
I'll be gentle.
Please be very gentle.
When I'm loving.
Back to my Bobby Brown.
Okay, JC, my bad. I mean, have you really heard that record like bumping?
That what?
I'm just saying. Have you heard? Hold on a second, bro. Y'all mind? You mind give me a couple minutes? Give me a second. Just kind of give her a sample real quick, because I don't think she really heard the record, bro.
I
just
heard the record.
No, you ain't heard the
But
record. Look,
You go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
go
wait a
ahead.
minute, and smile with it. Smile with it. Thank you.
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah. Gave it a newer sound.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I kept the groove, man.
But you know what? You should have been smiling just like that when you were singing.
Oh God, you ain't gonna let me live it down. I know.
Because you know Bobby is extra sexy, right?
Yeah.
The
yeah,
body
Bobby's,
roll and everything. Like,
But he
Okay.
had more. But his version was more of a. I wanna ride with you, baby. You know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
felt
That's
that
the-
like all in here, all in here.
Right, of course. But I just wanted to kind of give it a fresher twist to it. You know, it is what it is. But I think I did a little justice. But I ain't Bobby. You know, it's a
Okay.
classic. But
Now, okay, so
yeah.
is there an artist you want to touch, but you're not too sure if you should touch?
I will not touch Luther Vandross's records. Well, I
was going to ask you about Luther.
I am going to do I am doing a Luther record, but I won't be singing a Luther part. It's gonna be hot though. I got this artist named Jay Chose. He's on voice. He's with this R&B group Riff, and he's pretty dope. So he gonna pull it off. He's like an Eric Roberson. So I got somebody that's gonna sing that.
Sweet.
We're redoing. What? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
We're redoing. There's nothing better than love. Luther Vandross and Gregory Hines record. Remember that record?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I could see
So-
you doing Don't You Remember?
Which record is that? Which one are you talking about?
Is that the title, Luther? Don't you remember you told me you love me? Don't you remember?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I forgot what the title of that record is. Yeah.
That's not Don't You Remember?
No, it's something. No.
Don't you remember?
Yes, don't you remember you told me you love me?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I can't get
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Nah.
See, you about to make me.
Yeah.
I ain't shut, nah.
You don't want that.
Nah, I don't want that smoke.
Yeah, people go ill about that.
Yeah, they'll be pissed off if I do Luther
yeah.
Vandross, but and that's why I won't touch him specifically as a solo
I think
song.
you can handle that though.
Yeah, probably, but I'm good. I'm gonna stay on my lane. I know my limitations on vocals in terms of my style, but George Duke, Sweet Baby, Volume 2 gonna be crazy.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Sweet Baby.
George
Ain't nobody
Duke.
touch that George Duke record. That record hot. Yeah.
Yes.
Any
I'ma
plans
bring
on
it.
like wearing a low cut shirt, maybe no shirt? Like any plans on?
Well, I took my shirt off in the Who Do You Love video. That's about all the skin you gonna see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just,
You wear so many hats, like as the singer, the songwriter, the producer, the CEO. Like, do you feel like it takes away the momentum of being an artist?
Nah, not at all. You know what it is? It's people's perception of how they want to see it. You know, if people watch all the hats I wear, they probably get exhausted watching what on me all over the internet doing what I do. But to me, it's a simple. I got a hot tub in my backyard. I'm proud of that because I was probably the wisest invest. I think more people need to submerge their bodies in fluids like water and be in the pools and stuff, or just soak in your bathtub. I think it's something about being immersed. We came out of an amniotic fluid, which is similar. So I tend to decompress all this nonsense every night. In the morning, first thing in the morning, I'm in the hot tub, and at the last thing at the night. And those moments take me into a place where I can manage this whole situation because I'm in control of it all. Everything that I'm doing. I got other artists I'm about to put out. That's, you see St. Jaimz presents a lot like Quincy Jones used to do. I'm knocking at the industry's back door. You can't ignore knock for so long, and they can't listen to these records I'm about to start putting out and ignore that the quality and how great they sound. I mean, you might not like me, you might not, he old or he old school, whatever, but you cannot deny the music. And people 40 and up are hungry for this style. Even a lot of the artists, previous artists like J.E., I don't want to say names, but particularly a lot of those cats redid, and they came back and did records that I didn't think compliment their essence of R&B, man. They got away from their famous.
You're right. Right.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed in the last J.E. album. I
Right,
expected
right.
the old J.E. the
And
112. The
Right.
112 album. I was
Exactly.
I didn't expect that.
I was listening to their new song, like, I'll take it, but
Right. Because you love those guys vocals, but
yeah.
but listen, they need to come see me, man. I'm telling you, I'm the best kept secret. And I'm not talking about just pat on my back, but my team, it ain't just me. I got some of the best production. I got the one of the greatest engineers in the game, So Quiet, man. He mixed Tyrese Lately record. He mixed Smokey Norfolk, I Need You Now. He done worked with some of the greats in the business. Right here in Little Old Sacramento, quiet, tucked away. That's where my sound, man. My engineer is my guy. Without him, these records would be good, but they wouldn't be. You hear everything in these mixes, bro, when you really sit with this music.
Let me ask you. I did see you on IG. You were in a hot tub, and then you played this record that particular first day. And I think you said that was your father. Your father's thing.
Yeah, I got an EP on my
pops. Bro.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Your pops can blow.
Thanks, man. 77, bro. We about to be. And I'm about to shoot his first video. I'm about to shoot his first video for this song called Simple Man. A beautiful, like stylistics type throwback record. Feels so good.
Yes.
For this age group, they not getting met musically. I mean, 60 and up, there's nothing for them out there, bro. Come on, man.
No.
It's an untapped market.
Oh,
Period.
wow. Yeah.
So do you sing? You got a collabo with Pops?
No, yeah, Pops is a songwriter. He writes most of his own stuff. I just tweak it and produce it and make sure he sounds, dope on it. But Pops Pops was a part of the. They were called the Crowd Pleasers. From Ohio. He was the Crowd Pleasers. A song called "Freaky People."
Okay.
I think Luke tried to sample it, but yeah, my pops was in the Crowd Pleasers, man. He Babyface before Babyface was Babyface back in Dayton, Ohio, bro. It's all Columbus.
Okay.
All that funk stuff in the 70s, man. Ohio players.
That's what's up.
So the West has been good to you, huh?
Oh, yes. It was the best decision for me to come. I left Ohio. Matter of fact, I left Columbus the last time I went back a few times in between military service. And I could not get nothing going in Columbus, man. I think no one really can. And it's not the city. Columbus has so much to offer as a corporate type city, a Fortune 500 company type jobs and stuff like that. But it's the country type mentality. And I'm just being honest with you because I'm from there partly, and I can kind of relate to that. But it's just getting caught into a rut of mediocrity that you don't even want to have the ability to respect your own talent in your community.
And they have their little circles where they support.
Oh yes,
in a circle, like
they're
not open-minded to just supporting each other.
Yeah,
so,
but as soon as Usher come in town, it's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It's like, man. So you have to
don't
get out
worry,
there,
because they'll find something wrong with him after he leaves.
Boy,
they'll enjoy the show and then talk about it when he leaves.
Especially if you got drama. But see, this is the thing about that's gonna separate me from all of that is I don't really give a damn. Excuse me, I just don't care. I'm 53 years old, so I'm not into the groupie thing. I'm not looking to be famous. I don't care if I get super rich. I just want to make great records, man, and do what I love for the rest of in my power to do so musically, and produce other artists and help them make great records, man. Because it's what it's about for me. I'm like untapped, and I get it, and I'm not looking for nothing, man. I would love the music to get more traction and some more support mainstream. I'm a grassroots artist right now. I want to help the independent underdog, and by opening the door myself. Listen, man, if I had the money, the opportunities that these major players in the game that's really got a lock on the music industry, I would be really helping a lot of talent, man. Because it's so much money to be made in helping people than it is in stealing and being greedy with them, man, to me.
Mm-hmm. So have you written for anyone we might know?
I did 3 songs on Maxine Jones from In Vogue, which is probably, and Glenn Jones. I did a record on Glenn Jones. My name is starting to get out there as a producer, so I think eventually people that want this style of R&B gonna be coming back. It's gonna be hollering at me. I got records for a lot of people, J.E. included, by the way. If y'all listening, man, come on, call me Casey.
We heard.
Call me Casey.
For real.
The Casey twins, somebody.
So
but
you label the music that you're making and recreating life songs.
Mm-hmm.
Can you break that down for us?
Well, I think that we are in a culture, a society and a culture where love, as we used to, we had our own issues with understanding what love, but I don't think any human being can walk the face of the earth and really understand what unconditional love is really about. Because the minute somebody do something that really irritates you or hurts your feelings, love is irrelevant, saying? So you can't, so humans, I think, have a difficult time loving that level of unconditional, ability to love unconditionally. So I think we can't talk about love like we used to, because people are desensitized to it in music, in art, in movies, in real life, And so most people are going through so much. They have previous trauma. They haven't figured out how to heal, forgive, go even therapy, whatever needed to get over the last boo-boo or last mistake, so that the next person that you engage with, whether it's casually or romantically or ultimately intimately, you ready, you got your mind right. And this is not about some trauma keeping you from connecting. And then we just so desensitized to love, man. So I feel like life is more, what we're going through now is more about life than love. So, nobody's cooking your dinners, nobody's running your bath waters. Guys aren't talking like that. Women aren't, I'll do what you tell me, daddy type. It's not like, it's the WAP, and no disrespect to that. That's whatever. I just think we got to focus on what's going on in life. People are going through some serious crap right now. And the music has to be reflective of the times. And the music, you can't be still talking about the club when you can't even go to the clubs now in the last year. Your records don't even make sense no more. You know
Sure
what I mean? You can't be talking about I'm going to get on this and do this, and you got a bunch of people, and you can't shoot a video that reflect your records. So you can't be writing about that nonsense now. But you can talk about heartache, breakups, realizing that you woke up next to the wrong person because now that y'all got forced to actually deal with each other 24/7 with the quarantine and the pandemic. You realize this ain't somebody you should have been got with, because now you got too much time in to figure them out. When you're working every day, you're busy. Busy. The kids need this, baby daddy, exes, and we older, so we got you got more drama than more than you at 50 than you have at 30.
You started singing in the military. You were singing in the military. Well, how did that come about? How did that happen?
Okay, I was with I was in the military, and I met a group of guys I was stationed in Germany, different areas throughout Germany. We kind of connected before social media, obviously, and we just found each other, and we formed a group, and that's when Boys and Men, Shy, Silk, and all them. With them. So we formed a group, and we called ourselves At Ease, and we won this Apollo style talent show. In Germany at a talent show, but the grand prize was to get flown to the U.S. to do the Apollo in New York.
Oh, dope!
Okay.
So we won the talent show in Germany, flew to New York, it was amateur night, which is worse than Showtime. Showtime's Hollywood, production. They don't. But amateur night, every Tom, Dick, and Larry out there. And they will boo your ass.
Man. Like the second note. They don't even let you get a full note out. You be like, whoa.
Man, they will boo you boo who.
So how did y'all do?
Oh, it's open to kids too. So, it ain't right. It ain't even fair to put no grown-ups against no kid, especially a kid that got talent.
So how did y'all do?
we did not get booed. And if we had, I had this little kid named Willie JoJo singing "When a Man Loves a Woman." The brother, man, he was like, man, I was killing it though. We was like, oh no. It was over. So we did not win, but we did not get booed. But we were not happy.
That's when you decided I'm gonna sing all 90s stuff songs
pretty much. Listen. But we left this Apollo disappointed because we flew so far to get to lose. But we were going down an escalator in Times Square singing a harmony song we put together, and somebody heard us and said, Joe needs background singers for his first album. So we signed to Joe's management label and everything, and I sang background vocals for Joe in the early 90s on his first project and tour. We did a couple of shows with him, and so it was just so that's how I got I got bit by the 90s bug around the 90s. Obviously.
That was pretty dope.
That was Box Joe. That was Joe with the Box days.
That was Joe with that gospel heat. He was bringing that. Well, he was all over. He was killing.
That was a dope album.
Was. That album was crazy, ridiculous. I'm in love, all or nothing, everything. Right. Them records are crazy. Yes, sir.
So is that the only one you sung background for?
Yeah, that's the only project I knew him, but things kind of didn't go work out, man. It wasn't even us. It was just management stuff, man. This industry is a volatile situation, so you got to capitalize while you're hot and when you can.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite '90s song?
It's so many '90s songs, but I gotta go to Drew Hill. Somebody sleeping in my bed. In my bed, baby.
It's the remix for me.
Oh, both of them hot. That's Cisco, man. You heard the new Secret Garden.
Yes,
I did hear that.
Them brothers killed that record.
They killed that.
You see that video too? That video is ridiculous.
I didn't see the video.
That's the R&B that's I'm telling you, it's about to come back and slap people in the face.
That's what we need.
Stuff. Yes, sir. That's what I'm gonna be one of them shops. You come and get some too. I ain't the only one, but you're gonna be able to come see me when you want that kind of R&B.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I think it was Diddy that was trying to say that there was no R&B, no real R&B going on. But I'm like, the good, talented R&B artists like Kevin, what's his name?
Kayvon Edmonds.
Not Kayvon Edmonds. It's one called Kevin.
Kayvon. Kayvon. I'm thinking somebody else. Okay, I don't know.
Well, anyway, there's so many beautiful voices out here that's overlooked for the ratchetness.
Right.
Right. And I'm not understanding that because it is good music. Some good music being overlooked.
It's crazy, man. So I'm focused on the independent. The independent charts. You may not be Billboard, but it's a lot of major indie. It's a lot of major artists that are now independent on that chart. Like I was on there with Charlie Wilson. My Being Gentle record went from 30 in 2 months, from 30 to the number one indie soul record in September. Over 1.25 million streams on Spotify, 2 million views, 100,000 views on YouTube. I mean, that's really great numbers for independent release with no major backing.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite records of all times, Gentle.
Oh, Being Gentle, yeah, with Fred.
I don't know about that.
Woo! That take me back to high school.
Yeah, what? I know. What you mean? I know about it.
I'm older than what you think. What you talking about?
About that D? Oh, that's cool. But check it out. A quick story on the Gentle record. I did a derivative remake. So I changed the first couple verses, flipped the little parts, and I moved stuff around. The dude Jerry Mims is the original author and composer. Frederick just performed the record, him and Gladys. I mean, Janet, I forgot her name. Janice. Sorry. Yeah, Janice.
That's
Very
me.
sweet lady. Yeah,
That's me. Did I do it? That's me. Did I do it? I did it.
You did? Oh, that's your name? Okay, Janet. Did you sing on it?
Yeah. I knew.
Did you do it?
See, I didn't want to blow my cover like that.
Oh, wow.
It's like,
No,
you don't want to hear me hit no notes.
Oh, it's so good. So he heard the record after I produced it. My brother knows him personally. I said, listen, I need permission. What I gotta do? I went through a lot of people trying to get sample covers and stuff, and people just weird. So Jerry was cool, man. He said, just do the record, let me hear it, and I'll let you know. He heard the record. He gave me 50% publishing ownership of my version. So you're talking about some nice check on the backside of this thing as we continue to proceed with it. So that's
I was going to ask you that. Yeah, I was going to ask you that. How difficult is it to get permission to do these remakes of these records that you've done? Do these artists usually let that go, or they want so much of it on some records that you just like, I can't even let you do that if you're going to take that much of the cut?
Well, it's more like this. It's more like this. If it's a cover record, that means you stay within the parameters of the original composition. So I got to sing it like they sing it in terms of the melody and the hook, the chorus. But I can't. If I change words, it's now a remix, and that's you got to get like published. It's a whole different ball game. But if I just cover the record, like if you listen to my songs, they may be produced with different type of tracks, but I'm in the melody of the original song, and you hear me do the original hook. And as long as I say the words that are a part of the song, then and I can rearrange them a little bit. As long as I'm using the same word, baby come back, I did like baby come back, I flipped it a little bit, but it's still all. And so I went through Harry Fox Agency, which is a licensing fee, and they cover that and they pay that, and then you pay them and they pay the publisher. So let's say 1 million people are trying to cover Baby Come Back, which it goes on all the time. So that they get their money on up front and every year. But if I change the lyrics and redo a remix with it sound like a similar record, but it's not, but I changed it, then I gotta contact the record label. It's a messy process.
I was about to say, you better not touch no Marvin Gaye, because his estate is not playing.
Well, if I touch the Marvin Gaye record, I'm going straight to the source and getting permission. I know better than that stuff. I do the business, man. Because I can't afford. What they gonna sue me for? Some food stamps or something?
Hey. I don't know. I did think of remember the name. It's Kevin Ross.
Kevin Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I
have Kevin Ross.
Check him out. Okay, I'm gonna check him out. Okay, no doubt.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I heard Frank and Beverly was very difficult about letting people use his music. He want his paper. They want their money, and they will.
and
they will come after you.
They ain't touring now, so they really need that paper now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, this industry. The industry's in a serious flux, man, and it's on life support, bro. The whole shebang. And so you got people out here. I'm gonna keep it real with you because this is how I talk. I'm the direct Chi-Town native, Ohio raised. So the reality is this: these cats aren't touring, so now they're exploiting artists, music, saying, "Okay, let me work." I've had some major hitters hit me up in my DM and Instagram, bro, without saying no names, like big names. Yo, I like your stuff. What you doing? What you want to do? What's your budget? What you trying to do? I'm like, I don't need you to do nothing. I mean, yeah, you want to promote something? And how much do you know what I'm saying? But I don't care who you are, bro. I just was like, wow, I was blown. I'm like, you got money, but you're sweating me for $500 for this, $300 for that. I'm like, wow, that's how bad it is. And they got
trying to stay relevant. They're trying to stay
no shame.
Yeah.
He said, "What's your budget? What? I'm gonna pay you."
Right. That's what's going on. So I'm dropping nuggets, man, for your audience, man, and those that watch this, that are independent artists out here doing it, man. It's I'm just being transparent because I don't care about a record deal at this point. So would I like somebody, a machine behind me to push the type of music I got to the mainstream so it can really get out there? Absolutely. But I'm smart enough to do better business. The only contract that's the bad contract is the one that you sign, the bad one. So if you sign a bad contract, it's a bad contract. So you got to know signing a bad contract is on you. You can be mad at the label all you want. It's like a bank. If you don't read the fine print, your mortgage company gonna be slipping some little speeds in there and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us. It's up to us to be smarter with that, with our business, man. It's not just the music, music, bro. It's music business. I can get master classes on publishing and all this stuff and copyrights and stuff. I know I do all it, bro. I learned the hard way, but I'm straight down. Publishing. I would I'll tell all your people out there, man, make sure you copyright your stuff. And the copyright ain't that hard anymore. It used to be like fill out lyric sheets and mail this PA form and this form, man. Y'all got to do nothing but sit on your phone or go to your Mac or your PC and get on that electronicCopyrightOffice.gov, ECO.gov, and you can do up to 10 songs at a time for one fee instead of doing one fee for 10 different songs. See, people don't even know that stuff, man.
Wow.
And
it has changed. Yeah.
And then all you gotta do is take your finished track or your rough mix of your finished track and MP3 it, upload it to the copyright organization. So let's say the date you had a copy written, the data's already output. So you got the digital proof that this is your record. Anybody try to use your beat or take your sound or your idea. You know what I'm saying? So learn your business. Learn the business, man. And if you don't know, you just gonna have to Google it until you get it right. And there's no excuse for today's generation to be ignorant about nothing going on in this country, bro. Just Google it. Lazy if you don't read between YouTube and Google, there's no excuse for ignorance in anything in America these days or the world.
Facts.
Woo. Well,
thank you for the
gems. My bad.
You got deep.
You shot some gems on them.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, this stuff don't cost a thing, bro. We got to get this stuff free, man. These kids out here, this is the only industry a lot of them have to make income, bro. Getting out of prison, rappers, a lot of cats get out of jail. They ain't got no options, man. So they're gonna go in the music business. It's the easiest way to try to generate income, and the least the path of least resistance, especially with the digital age and the internet.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
So,
yes, sir.
the boys.
Yeah. Appreciate it. JC, my interviews aren't all about me. I'm shit. I'm too old for all that. Just enjoy the music, support the R&B, man, and support the brothers, man, out here doing it right and doing good, clean, living clean, man. That's all I'm trying to do, and help people.
Okay. Can you let the listeners know where to find you at?
Yes.
Or
Yes,
listen
ma'am.
to you? Not where to find you.
Okay. Well, I'm everywhere. So if you can go on I got Pandora radio station that's really picking up steam. Pandora, Saint James Radio, Pandora. I got an official website, saintjaimz.com, SAINTJAIMZ. My name's spelled out there. .com. On all digital platforms, you can find me. All social media. Just search you'll find me. I'm everywhere, independently. So thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
And thank you for all the knowledge and jewels that you dropped.
Absolutely.
We wish you nothing but the greatest, most success to come. Because we know how hard it is out here. But when you're doing something that you love, you can't go wrong. So
yes, ma'am. You gotta stay cold. Y'all stay safe, man. Huh?
At the end of the day, I guess you're a Buckeye, right?
At the end of the day, man. At the end of the day. But hey, listen, I have not tried to like discount Columbus, but listen, bro, for 2 years between 2017 and 2019, I was showing Columbus a lot of love, like shouting out, saying I'm from Columbus. I lived and grew up in Columbus, and none of them. Listen, I got 5,000 friends on Facebook, and a lot of them were from Columbus. I went to high school with them, and they do not show no love. They don't comment. They see them damn videos I'm doing.
You talking about a city that's still mad at Bow Wow, and he was a baby when he left. Like,
I mean, but listen, if I talk negative about Columbus, there's people that are going to defend that city, even though they know that the city wrong. So I choose to take the more high ground and keep it honest and be straight up about how I feel. no disrespect to Columbus, I think they do need to wake the hell up and start showing love to their artists, because you don't know where they're gonna end up in the future.
Right.
And you're gonna want them to remember that you ought to play in the streets and play kickball and curveball. Come on, man.
Right.
Bottle
Exactly.
of arms, you know, bottle of arms, you know what I'm saying? Winds of terror. Don't get it twisted. I'll get it.
All right. Copping the hood on it.
Short North, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Let us know when you drop some new music or anything that you want to share, and we can do the interview again and
Okay.
just watch it grow.
I got other artists I'm dropping. My pop stuff. Yeah, all that. So y'all keep in touch with y'all.
Definitely.
Man. Anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks
Well,
for
thank
having
you.
me.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
That's small enough for you, JC.
I better see that in the next video.
Okay. You know what? Just for you, I'm going to remember. Boy, if I don't smile, JC ain't having it.
Please remember that.
Okay, I got you. Thank you.
I'm gonna be the one on
ma'am.
YouTube leaving all those messages up under the videos. Like,
Smile.
where are your smiles? Like, where's your teeth? Show me. Okay.
Right, guys.
But
Thank you so much. All right.
All right.
Nice
All right,
meeting
D.
you.
All right, D. All right, JC.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
All
God
right.
bless y'all, man.
All right.
Peace. Stay safe out there. Watch yourself out
You
there.
too.
Okay?
Thank
All
you.
right.
Peace.
Thank
All
you.
right, peace.